Welcome to another episode of World by Night Werewolf Edition. As expected and as usual for those who have been keeping up with these videos, we've started off before we went live on an odd note, and we're just going to continue and say fuck it because what the hell. I know this is going to be a question that probably half of us can't answer, or all of us can't answer, but I'll ask it anyways. Anybody remember what happened last session?
I know exactly how we left off.
I was not here.
Yes, sir.
We left off, Greer was sleeping, a few others slept after the battle, with Koji curled up on her stomach and Failure guarding the door.
Yep.
Failure was doing what he always does in front of the door. But we had specifically, we went to find a favored get of Fenris, who Fenris had directed me to give his lost Jarl hammer to. We discovered them at a cairn that had obviously been under continuous attack. After we spoke with them, we discovered that we were correct, and the BSGs have basically been abusing the hell out of them, but they've been trying to hold their own. We helped assist them in fending off the BSGs, which were also being harried by the NWO, and Failure decided to summon the Storm Dragon.
And Koji castrated the whole army afterwards.
Yes,
Yep.
Koji got a little carried away with her finishes.
Artemis took off
No
with one
pun
of the.
intended.
Artemis took one of the BSDs. I do recall that. She had something to do with them.
And then Failure basically went, I need to deal with some shit because this isn't working with us not having a pack totem and not being a pack. So he summoned the Storm Dragon himself, called him into battle, and then said, oh, by the way, I need a pack totem. And Storm Dragon said, yeah, if everyone else will agree, I'll do it.
Pretty much.
Do we have
Very good.
on them now?
Not yet, technically.
Oh. Yeah, technically.
You weren't there. There were people who weren't there, so I wasn't going to say yes until the entire pack was in agreement. So that will have to be discussed in character. What the hell? That was very detailed, John, as expected, so 10 freebies.
Well, I suppose I should have a character sheet open then, huh?
Usually helps.
Nah, you don't need one.
I had everything else open.
Just wing it.
Well,
Just wing it like
I have
Sarah's
about
been doing.
12 pages of notes open elsewhere.
Alright, well, we're going to start off right where we left off. Everybody but poor Free Pop and Josie, were you here last week? I'm sorry, my brain is just wrong.
No, Josie was not here.
That's right, Josie wasn't named yet.
Not the only one.
Okay, so yeah, Free
Will,
Pop
there's
isn't the
a
only one.
moon bridge.
Yes, there is a moon bridge. That's what I was going to use.
Otherwise, I can go get them, but...
Nah, we'll have them use the moon bridge now that it's connected.
Someday we'll find it. The rainbow connection.
Okay, Free Pop and Dawn. And apparently Holly's going to play herself because that's the
Oh,
character.
god damn it, I was muted. Shit. I was wondering why nobody was paying attention. I was giving you, like, the whole thing of... I was doing what... what's his
Did
name?
you roll nightmares?
What John was doing.
Yeah, we got it. Okay. I'll give you 5 considering you said everything muted. How about that? There we go.
Half off.
I was just wondering why nobody was paying attention.
You don't
Yeah,
like
we heard you cut everybody's balls off, and then it went quiet, so we were like, okay, well, I guess that's all he had to say.
I don't even know why it muted itself.
Josie, you with us? Just checking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just checking.
Good. And do I have to roll my nightmares?
I'm gonna
Yes.
stay at the cairn though.
Okay. That's your choice. I'm not going to make anybody do nothing.
Alright, so where's Free Pop going?
You're taking the moon bridge to get a Fenris cairn.
That'll
At
be
least
fun.
that's what Derek told you. And the moon bridge is open. He just goes, just walk. You'll find it. Actually, there, since you like came back, you're like, where the fuck is everybody? Because you see almost like the entire Get a Fenris tribe missing in action.
That's weird.
Almost like someone put out a war call.
Yeah, almost like somebody put out a war call. And then Derek comes up to you, that's where the hell have you been, Free Pop? We've been looking for you.
I was over talking to spirit thing. I guess I got lost.
Yeah, you got lost. We got a moon bridge open.
For a month.
Yeah, for a month.
I got distracted, okay?
Wandered into the Umbra realm of Sleepy Hollow.
I was helping him out doing this thingy he was needing help with. And,
Gotcha. Okay. But basically, the rest of your makeshift pack had to go to a cairn to actually they were going for something else. They were looking for get a Fenris that was supposed to get something that Feodor had. They got there, found out that the cairn had been under attack for a couple weeks by apparently what seems like a sea of BSDs and miscellaneous whatnot.
usual shit.
Yeah, same old, same old.
Never changes.
The good news is most of the kinfolk and any humans that were around were saved. The Get helped manage to hold them off, which is pretty impressive from what I hear. But yeah, they're over there now, kind of just being reinforced. That's where half our Get are. Actually, that's where almost all our Get are now.
Yeah, I didn't see a single one.
Yeah, and we have a few others from some of the other tribes that just got bored.
Okay.
But yeah, Moon Bridge is open, so you can go ahead and go on through and meet the rest of your pack and figure out where your other friend is.
Sort of pack.
Sort of pack, yeah. But know how to classify it. Yeah, you walk the Moon Bridge, it takes you like, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Okay.
Thank God for onward travel. It makes things so much quicker.
Oh,
Oh, look at that. I just walked across half the world in 10 minutes. Woot. As you walk out, well, the good news is you don't encounter the smell they had to unfortunately encounter.
Oh God.
Oh.
Yeah. Bodies were all burned, by the way, what was left of them, for whoever didn't want your fetishes or talents or anything. They burned the rest of the BSDs, and the Guru, of course, were given typical burials, which were burning too. So,
Do I notice Free Pop showing up?
everybody's going to notice Free Pop showing up because she shows up like it's just her.
Good, I have something I've been carrying for her, so I'll go over and I'll throw her this bundle.
She catches it, she looks at it. What is this? Starts opening it.
Well, I thought you perhaps could use a new wardrobe.
What's wrong with my clothes?
Well, this one's a little more combat friendly.
Virgie pops up behind Fildor and she just goes, "You did not just tell her she dresses wrong." And then she shakes her and goes, "Men," and goes to find Greer.
Sure, I sent you the.
I believe she'll be rolling the nightmares roll from
Yeah, I was waiting on the nightmare roll.
morning, yeah.
Oh, that depends. Well, that depends. Did I finish my other project?
Yeah, but she still has to roll it because you wouldn't be giving it to her till today, technically.
Okay.
So this would be the nightmare roll for the last night.
Gotcha.
Diff 8, I got 1.
One success?
So I don't have too bad of a night. I'm not screaming bloody murder. I'm not flailing all over the place.
Not freaking everybody out thinking they're under attack again. Yeah, that's always a good sign.
Right?
There's a lot of Get offenders that want to kill something at this point.
So you gave Free Pop armor?
I intentionally didn't
Yeah, but
the battle.
it's not truly armor. It's got a more like a Eastern robe look, like a kimono almost.
Okay.
You'll probably have to give her the stats for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent it in a Facebook message if that works for you.
Okay.
Quick question, Dawn, what are you going to be doing?
I'm gonna be unbarricading the bar, and just waiting there.
So you're going to start the drinking, huh?
No, I'm open and
Victory drink.
waiting for customers.
So, well, you get some. The Fianna haven't left. And some of the other alcoholics who, are hidden in other tribes. You'll get plenty of business today.
One. She won't be showing up. She can't get drunk.
It's a fetish,
Adrian should know
right?
everybody's Rook.
Fiona learned their lesson.
Okay. I just needed to know what you're doing. So.
Well,
Alright, well. Yeah, so it's the next morning. You guys, thankfully Greer slept somewhat peacefully through the night. She didn't scream and shout and wake everybody up, freak
And
everybody
shake it
out.
all about.
Yeah. It's a typical day on what you're gathering is a typical day for this cairn. You see them fortifying around the cairn. They're actually setting up pit traps and stuff and resetting some of the traps they already had.
guess let's see if, I guess pretty much I'll just see if anybody needs my help with anything, because I'm here. I may as well do something.
Mm-hmm.
Koji, I guess, will go on patrol with one of the Get, I guess.
Okay.
With some of the Get.
If you do recall, the NW organization did assist with the last attack. They are still there providing us additional assistance until they feel that there will be no more attacks. They're pretty sure from what you've heard that there won't be any more because the group they were chasing seemed to be the last of these large force that was heading in this direction. But they don't like to underestimate anything, so they're just preparing in case. Other than that, that's pretty much all they're going to do. I mean, the poor four Get who have, managed to stave these guys off. You do find out those four Get have held that cairn for a week.
Damn.
Impressive.
Just them four.
Well,
They're
there's a
tired.
reason you got a Jarl hammer.
Yeah, they're tired. They didn't wake up. They're sleeping. The rest of the Get were like, no, let them sleep.
No, seriously. Leave them fuck alone.
I wouldn't wake them up. You do it your ass. Yeah, so they're sleeping. So basically, it's mainly most of the people from your sept that are watching it for now.
Okay.
Now that John and now that the NWO forces are here, John's not here, but the NWO forces are. They send some troops up with information they got as to the location of where the folk and the other, and everybody else is, and they will escort them back to the cairn to make sure they get there safely. So they're helping with that. So that's going to take much of the day, because they're going to take their time. Koji, while you're out on patrol with the Get, you already knew what kind of fucking vicious battle they went in. But it, for quite a long ways, you're using binoculars, all kinds of other stuff. There is no sign of any other forces or enemies or anything. It looks like this might actually be a good chance for everybody to relax and at least let this cairn regroup.
Alright, well then Koji's gonna go see one of the Theurges when she gets back from her patrol then. If they brought any Theurges from the main cairn.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely.
One you came here with, and another one
Right.
I was going to say, another one just showed up, so you got two there.
Yeah, first time
For
she's
certain.
wandering around, she's dancing around in her new robe, checking things out.
As you walk near the edge of the cairn, you can see that the entire field around the cairn is literally stained blood red.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's how you know what kind of battle it's been.
Right.
Okay.
She just kind of sniffs it.
Yeah.
Keeps
Ooh.
walking.
Ooh. Yeah, you didn't really want to sniff it. There's some worm taint in there somewhere.
Yeah.
They haven't cleansed it yet. They haven't had a chance.
Well, she can start working on that if they want.
There you go. Yeah, they would definitely appreciate it. Yeah, the other Theurges are trying to help. It's a very small cairn. It's it'd be officially classified as cairn level 1. So it doesn't have a lot of power or anything to it, but
Yeah,
it's
she'll
there.
start finding shit.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll for it?
Nah. I'm not worried about it. It's just clumsy.
Okay.
I'm
That
gonna
was
say you did.
Find the roll.
Yeah. Okay. Colleen may be the only one to make roll tonight, just because she has the nightmare thing, and I just love fucking with her to see how it goes. Hey, she picked the damn flaw. That's her fault.
I did.
And she got a new one.
Dude, nightmares are horrible when you get really high rage.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and
I
she's
think I don't have rage.
and the sad thing is, she's got 2 sets of nightmares. Thankfully, the newer one is taken from her. But yeah, so Feodor, if that's what you want to be doing during the day, there are plenty of people around, and all kinds of ways to do it.
What am I doing?
Talking to the for your list of things that you sent me.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to work on those 2. Well, I'm getting my 2 fetishes done, and then I need to speak to these people that are supposedly a pack to me. So.
Well, make them a pack, goddamn.
Yeah, well, that's. But I'm going to finish what I'm working on. Get my two fetishes crafted. So. Which I suppose helps if I roll fetish creation, huh?
Yes, bringing new fetishes into the world is always a good thing.
Joey, you have plenty of fetishes.
You would know, wouldn't you?
All right. Well, it's pretty much going to be player-driven tonight, guys, because my brain can't fuck work.
Oh.
Well,
I mean, whatever you guys want to do, you can do today. I mean, if you guys want to run off and do errands, you want to
go frolic in the trees.
Sure, whatever. Whatever floats your boat.
Finish my fetishes, and then I will
head
out. So I'm surprised you were the first person to call me on it, to be honest.
Finish his fetishes.
Yeah, finish his fetishes.
I'll head out. Just kind of trying to. I gotta speak with pretty much everybody in my pack. I'll look for Cody. He's probably running around looking for people to stab.
Yeah. The last you saw, Koji was heading out with some of the Get to patrol. So.
Well, if she's not back yet, then I'll move on.
Okay. You saw Free Pop roaming around.
There's
around there somewhere.
I'll go I'll go find Free Pop first.
Okay.
He's cleaning shit up, doing her weird business.
How do you
doing the right cleansing? So.
How do you find your robe?
Said I went to go see if there was anything I could help with as a kid. So.
Okay.
All right,
There's a little twirl for ya.
Okay. I only heard half of what you said. I heard Holly.
I said it's pretty flowy, and she does a little twirl with it while she's, doing her little smoky brush thingy majigger.
Well, I thought it suited your spirit.
Thank you.
We do have another matter I'd like to discuss. As I'm sure you've figured out by now, Raccoon has chosen to abandon us.
Yeah, I was wondering why I got a little angry chittering in my ear the other night.
Well, I imagine number one, we haven't been working together very well. But in addition, some of our approaches may not have been quite in alignment with his ethos either. Myself specifically, I'll be the first to admit it. That being,
a sneaky bastard.
Well, blunt violence isn't quite Raccoon's way, and sometimes it's the best way.
Sometimes, yeah.
That being said, I have found another totem that was willing to take us on as a pack. provided we all agree.
Who is it?
Typhon the Storm Dragon. Beholden, of course, to Grandfather Thunder.
Okay.
But as we tend to be undertaking more and more militant actions, it might behoove us to have a war totem as well.
Perhaps. What's his ban?
Well, he does require each of us to gift him some of our spiritual essence. Basically, one point of gnosis.
That's easy. Is there anything else?
That's pretty much it. He's not a real picky individual.
Okay.
He is a younger totem, so he's more interested in establishing himself, which is
Right, I understand.
where we come in.
What is his
Obviously, if
grant
we're
his
six.
pack? What does he grant his pack?
I knew it was coming. I'm trying to find it. I think I sent it to Will. I don't know if I wrote it down anywhere else. I put it in the group page. I remember this, so I put it in there so I could find it next time.
And
then
now we
lost
lost
it.
Go figure, hey.
I found it.
Here it is. Seduction and attraction difficulties -2 because he's a master of manipulation and dark passions. Subterfuge +2. Brawl of 3. 3 temporary rage, 2 temp glory. You can spend 2 gnosis to summon him physically. 2 permanent gnosis to summon him physically. Where he'll actually manifest and fight with you.
And he is vicious.
And if you have more than 5 successes, he summons a bunch of lightning bolts that are terrifying.
And scary.
He's basically his description is he's the Dark Tempest. So.
I can dig it.
She's like, sure, why not?
Grandfather Thunder might be a storm, but he is the raging fury. He's the hurricane, the monsoon. So.
Yeah, I can dig it.
I haven't
a lot easier to get some shit around here.
Well, I haven't spoke with the rest yet, but I suspect that a war spirit is better than no spirit.
Well, I mean, there's ways I can go, but I don't know. I like him. I can work with him.
Well, I like the fact that he is more than just war. He recognizes that there is more to it than simply blunt force.
Right.
So.
More important.
I'll gesture to the battlefield. More importantly, he came when I called. And you can see there's like lightning blasts all over the field.
I was wondering what those were from.
Somebody had a party.
Alright. Well, yeah, let me know what the others say. And we can get that totem binding thing underway.
Oh, and the other thing, by the way, Fyodor, Typhon did agree. He will accept a kinfolk into the pack.
Yeah, I had told him I would pay her share. Sorry. I figured that would be a reasonable expectation. He'd rather have a violent fourth urge than say no to a kinfolk when he's not losing anything in cost anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't really see a loss in that.
If you need someone to do the right, Free Pop does totally have right of totem.
That's good, because I don't.
Nice.
I summon spirits and command them. I don't really typically work with them.
Yep.
So,
I have right of the fetish, the totem, summoning, awakening, dedication, questing stone, open cairn, boot right, binding, cleansing, cardboard palace. A lot of mystic shit.
I'm a Mystic Third, but I'm a little different approach as a Shadow Lord. I summon spirits and tell them what's going to happen. I will. I've got Free Pop on board, and she's actively engaged. I assume I haven't seen Dawn yet, so I'm going
not
to
yet.
assume Dawn is still at the other cairn, and I don't feel like walking that far just yet. So I'm going to head to Greer
What,
first.
10 minutes? 10-minute walk is too far.
Yeah. Well,
Well, it is.
He's Irish. She's lazy.
I will. I'll find Greer. I have something for her.
She's helping just helping with miscellaneous, resetting traps and whatnot with people.
I will find when I walk up. I'll. Well, first I'm going to ask how she's doing.
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, just lovely today. I notice your rest has been sporadic lately.
The nightmares are hit and miss.
Well, perhaps this will help. And he takes out. It's basically a dream catcher, but it's got like herbs that are typical to rest. You know, like lavender and stuff. It's woven with wire, and then it's got a rope braided through it, kind of in the style like that image there.
Okay. Sweet.
But it's actually a fetish.
Huh.
I just gave her some stats for it, for player
Oh.
counts.
Oh,
Oh.
you give her the ones I had.
Nice.
I mean, that basically, from what I read, that's basically what it's going to do. So.
Okay. Sweet. No, this is. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing I forgot to add. Also, Holly, you regain 1 willpower per night of rest, so that's the other thing it does.
I additionally thought I should at least speak with you and include you in this discussion. I've been spoken with the Great Storm Dragon, and he has agreed to take us as a pack, myself, as well as the Dawn, Free Pop, and Koji, and he has agreed that he will include you in that, should you desire.
Huh. That's a
The
new one.
well, the request is that I pay the agreement is I will pay your share of essentially tribute to him, but I have no issue.
Well, I run with you guys all the time anyways, right?
Well, yes, but it's
Isn't it
still
more
has to be
beneficial
your
to everybody this way than me being separate from you guys, is it?
It is beneficial, but it's also should be your decision because it is a rather personal choice to include a spirit into you. We can speak mind to mind. They imbue some of their essence into you. It's not often done with kinfolk, so felt it best to. I know.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hold it in.
Well, you realize how much willpower I had to spend not to make a comment
Well, I
when you
heard
said
Joe-
you had something for Greer.
Will botched his willpower roll.
I so did.
Failed self-control.
No self-control tonight.
See,
What the fuck was I doing? What the fuck I was doing? Fuck.
Yeah, this is what happens when Brain has officially given up tonight. He just doesn't care.
Well, I have to speak yet with the Fox and with Dawn, but If it's something you're interested in, let me know.
I'll think on this one, and I'll let you know. Most definitely.
So,
Greer would know that is a first. Kinfolk are not usually
Yeah.
allowed into a pack.
Yeah, that's what
well,
she said.
I told her it's not common, but I didn't know how common it was.
Not at all, actually.
Not at
Well,
Kinfolk don't get allowed into packs.
Don't the Dizaltimia have like kinfolk with them and stuff? The glasswalkers?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's actually like in the pack, but
Yeah, they're not officially pack members.
okay.
Basically, it's giving her almost all the powers of, being a guru in a pack without actually being a guru.
Yeah, minus the shifting.
Yeah, minus the shifting, she has the pack link, so she can keep in contact with you guys at all times. And then she gets the bonuses that Python gives out. It's really a win-win situation.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I mean, she doesn't hang out with anyone else. I mean, she doesn't have her brother's not around anymore. So I mean.
And Fielder's kind of made it clear that unless she outright tells him go away.
Right.
Even then, he's probably not going far, but.
I mean, these guys pretty much are what she's got.
I'll look around and see if Koji's returned from patrol yet.
Even if Koji's a bitch sometimes.
Sure, why not?
So, I'll seek out Koji. First thing I'm going to do is comment on the growth of her fighting prowess.
She'll just look at you.
It was, I think our styles certainly complemented one another.
It was awesome.
She'll kind of raise an eyebrow, but she'll nod at you.
I'm not going to pretend I fight with the grace you do. But I can smash through the things that you can't.
She just inclines her head. She's not feeling particularly talkative tonight.
I have spoken with the Storm Dragon, who I summoned during the battle, and he has agreed to serve us as pack totem, provided we all are in agreement on this. Since Raccoon has abandoned us, I thought it appropriate to seek alternatives, and he too comes from the brood of Grandfather Thunder.
Alright. Who will be the alpha? And she raises one of her eyebrows a little bit higher at that.
Well, I imagine that would have to be discussed. I mean, certainly from a capability standpoint, both of us as well as Dawn would be capable. Free Pop is capable of performing the rite. I would be more inclined to pursue it myself now that I am no longer tainted since my return. I don't have to worry about corrupting the rest of you with my from my contact with the worm.
When did that happen?
Screw
Well, you
it.
You see her eyebrow raise, and then she nods. I see no reason why not. Both of her eyebrows are almost up in her hairline by now, but she nods her head. I don't see why not.
I do know that he is willing to reward us heftily for joining with him, including improved battle prowess as well as social skills. Something you may be interested in as well is he is a master of passions.
Are you saying I'm a slut?
I'm saying you're a very passionate individual, and that may resonate with you. Perhaps a bit more than lightning bolts.
She'll just give a big grin. Good, you hope you didn't change your statements. Come in.
I have to speak yet with Dawn, but everyone else is in agreement, and Typhon has agreed to include the kinfolk Greer as well, as she often has gone into battle at our side.
And Koji, like, is Greer within sight?
Probably not.
Well, that'll certainly be a first. Let's piss off all the old ones, shall we? She gives a big old grin.
I'll give a smirk back. Well, I do like to buck tradition sometimes.
I'm sure you do, big boy. I'm sure you do. And then she'll just walk off.
Well, I apparently have to go find Dawn, who's hanging out at the back.
Dawn's getting antisocial.
Well, since she's not here, I know where she probably
She's running her bar.
I will go back to the other cairn, which apparently is a brief walk.
On a moon bridge.
And head to the tavern.
Okay.
Assuming Dawn is in there.
Yeah, Dawn, it's...
Yep.
Yeah, your bar is actually pretty busy today. You know, there are a lot of people just drinking just to, you know, relax, chit-chat.
I'm gonna
Get
set up a
drunk, just
drink
get
for Theodore.
Okay. Yeah, you see him walk in.
I'll walk up to the bar and say, typically I don't see you taking such a hands-on approach, but
Oh,
I suppose we all need a rest from field work once in a while.
that's something that I've actually decided to make a change with. I've done some thinking recently. I'm going to be spending more time working the bar. I've realized that to accomplish what I want to accomplish, it would serve me best to be here.
Well, it is good to have a bit more of a presence in the Sept. Certainly. Something I've considered as well.
It'll allow me to influence how the guru, and she gestures to the people sitting around there, how the guru view changing breeds.
There's a lot of various changing breeds on the cairn, so they're not... I mean, they don't have any issues with changing breeds. I mean, they've been working with them for a while now. This cairn is full of not just the guru, but plenty of changing breeds. I mean, hell, the head warder is a werecat.
True, but
if
those
they weren't accepting of it, that would be
that are closer to the guru, like the Koraks and...
Yeah, I mean, there are some breeds that naturally are closer to them, but, you know, at least mainly because, you know, they've dealt with them on a more constant basis. But this particular cairn has become a bit more open-minded about a lot of the things that they used to be closed off about. Mainly because they're starting to realize that maybe their closed-mindedness is what helped instigate the apocalypse.
Ding, 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 ding.
Pretty much exactly what it was, but, you know, it finally started to sink in that, you know, that's what's going on.
Unity.
Oh, okay, gotcha, Joe.
As you know, there's a pretty good start already towards having a shifting attitude, but having this tavern here will allow me to influence people from other cairns that come visiting as well.
That's true. I mean, this cairn may be a little more open, but worldwide, there are still plenty of cairns who don't have a lot of interaction with changing breeds. So yeah, I mean, that is a perfectly good idea.
That's true. That being said, you've fought at our side frequently in the past, and we, despite Raccoon leaving us, we do still consider you part of the pack. And we have found a prospective totem spirit However, he seeks that the entire pack be in agreement before we finalize things. So I came to discuss with you.
Well, I wasn't aware that we still were a pack after Raccoon's parting from us.
Does that negate all the things that we have done together? Journeys we've had?
Not necessarily, but it did cause me to reconsider what I'm spending my time doing, and I think, and she turns around and she reaches on the counter behind her and picks up the sword that Fildor recently returned to her. I think that I'm better served telling stories here than fighting. So I have to return the sword that you brought me back to you because I'm sure you'll be able to find somebody who's worthy of wielding it. Right here, it's just sitting collecting dust, and that would be a horrible fate for it.
That's something I can understand, and if you feel this is your place, I don't begrudge you that. That being said, I have no objection including you either way if you wish. Certainly it might make it easier for you to tell our story if you can hear it firsthand. But if you wish to remain a little more independent, I can respect that as well.
Yes.
You might be interested to know that the totem spirit that has agreed to join with us is of Grandfather Thunder's brood and is the Storm Dragon.
That's an impressive totem spirit. Though I'm not surprised that you managed to find him, Fildor. You're quite capable.
I think he and I have some shared viewpoints on many things.
I can see that.
Well, if that is in fact the case, I certainly don't begrudge you. I'm sure I'll see plenty of you.
Yes, and tell everyone in the pack that if you bring them down here, I will give them a free round on the house.
Well, it's also
That sounded dirty.
it is also a opportunity for us as well. For if you are not of the pack, then perhaps we can seek out your services as a tail spinner as well. For there are times where we have stories that must be told and must be told to the appropriate individuals.
Well, you just make sure to come in here after you go on a mission and recount what has happened, and I would be glad to tell the story to the rest of the patrons of the bar and to elders if need be.
Well, that's much appreciated. And should you ever change your mind, you know you're more than welcome with us.
Well, I mean, if you do need to call on my services in the future in a time of dire need, I might rejoin you temporarily, but yes, as you can see, I've decided to take a slightly different path.
Understandable. And I don't begrudge anyone that. The path of the warrior isn't meant for everyone.
It was good for me at that point in my life.
Not always the right path forever.
I'm over 120 years old, Fildor. I need to start reassessing my priorities, as it were.
Yeah, you feel old till Dawn tells you how old she is, and then you're like, oh. Now I feel like a cub.
Then I wish you the best of luck until I join you again.
Oh, thank you, Feodor. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
You ever need a couple of steaks scorched up, you know who to call. And I'll head out.
Okay.
Head back. I'm going to take the sword off the bar. I assume she'd be pretty upset if I didn't. So, I have no idea. I have no idea what it is.
Asshole! I was giving that to you.
I don't know.
Why are you leaving it?
I don't know anything about it other than I carried it back from fucking middle of nowhere in the Umbra.
Right.
So, but I will take it and
Shit. Don, do you have the stats for those?
for now I will
I have
sheet
them on the old sheet.
with
Let me.
my shield.
I don't think I put them on the new sheet yet. But yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. It is a moon silver sword. It does 8 ag automatic versus the worm.
Okay.
And it has +4 damage on its regular damage roll on top of that.
Strength.
8 egg against worm creatures.
Yep,
Which
auto
really
auto
helps
ag.
for big ones.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 automatic. That is.
Okay. So that's not rolled. That's a flat.
Yep, that's a flat.
Yep. And then strength +4 is your roll.
Strength +4 damage on top of the 8.
Yeah. So
Yeah, the
basically,
worm is fucked.
yeah. Basically, if you hit, it's gonna hurt.
The sword does have a name now. Its name is Kindness.
And it has an additional ability, too.
Killer kindness.
Okay.
It was pretty much, what the fuck is the name of that gift?
Well, evidently the name of the gift is fuck. So
I didn't have it written down. So I don't
you
know.
did literally just say the name of the gift was fuck, Holly.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, that's a good gift.
Oh, that's not a gift.
Well, if you do it right, it is.
Waiting on it.
Wow. Alright, if I recall correctly, it pretty much took the idea of Flames of Hestia, and it pretty much allows you to cleanse tainted food or water, heal damage caused by radiation, poison, or disease at 1 health level per success, and it lasts for a turn, so you could actually just touch somebody with that sword and heal them, or stick it in a river or something and cleanse it.
Boy, this would have been nice to have about a week ago.
It does 1 level of unsoakable damage, egg damage per success on the gift roll if it's used against a Bane or Fomori in hand-to-hand combat. So you can't really use that hand-to-hand, but you can if it does hit a Bane or a Fomori, just think of that extra stuff going on.
1 additional egg against Banes or Fomori.
Yep.
Oh my god.
It is a worm killer, obviously.
Yeah, it's kindness for sure. You're killing the worm with kindness. 1 blow.
And that cleanses worm taint. And
Yeah,
then it heals at 1 per round.
Yep, when it's activated, it should look like it's a white flame, like a white spiritual flame around the
I
sword.
assume that's a regular fetish activation. Gnosis roll.
Yeah, it's level 3 Gnosis 7.
And is that 1 lethal per turn, or? That
1
heals?
level of unsoakable aggravated damage per success.
No, for healing. It heals 1
1 health level per success. As well.
any type of damage.
Let's see. Tainted food or water. Heal damage caused by radiation, poison, or disease.
Okay. So not combat damage, just corruption.
Right. You can purify a person, spirit, or object with it.
And here I've been just cruising around carrying this worm taint when all I needed was Dawn to stab me. And then I had to try and survive it, because I was technically a worm creature.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be kind of bad because of that auto ag.
Yeah.
I could maybe
Raging
rage up for a scene or for a turn and survive.
There you go.
And then I'm not a worm creature anymore.
Right? Dawn didn't have it until you brought it back, though.
It's true.
I suppose you went back into the abyss after Dawn got it back. Or no.
Yeah. Yeah, I did return, because that's when I went and found the other things.
Yep.
So,
Okay, anyway.
either way,
So you said you were going back.
yeah, I'm gonna head back to the other cairn and find the pack, since we're all in agreement, and I need Free Pop to do this rite of totem, although I don't know what that entails, if she would like me to summon Typhon first, but if we do so, we probably don't want to do it in the middle of a battle-torn cairn.
No.
That might be I gotta look it up, but
No.
Like I said, I don't know if it requires summoning first, or.
Okay.
But I'll gather Koji and Greer before I find Free Pop. We'll try and get everyone together.
Okay, you find them.
And then I'll gather them up and let them know I guess, good and bad news. The good news is that everyone's agreed. The bad news is that Dawn has decided to pursue another path for the time being and will not be part of the pack. However, she can serve as a galliard for us, since she is not part of the pack now.
Okay, generally it says you have to hunt down your totem.
Well, I already bypassed that by calling him in the middle of a battle, which is his favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
So, what page is it on there? Just out of
It is
curiosity.
213 of W20.
500.
Perfect. We're not in the mage book, Holly.
862, that's what page it's on.
Oh.
I guess if the right is typically a track it down, we can.
Yeah, it says you guys all gotta put this saliva, mugwort, tobacco crap on your eyes, and you slip into the umbra. The right master leads a guru in a hunt for the spiritual spore left by a totem spirit.
Well, I think the catch though is that the totem must decide whether the Garu are worthy, and we've kind of already shortcutted to that point, because he said, yeah, if everyone's cool with it, I'm on board.
Yeah, we end running around that rule.
I guess I could.
If you already went around that, that's pretty much the whole gist of the right.
Yeah, so we just need to
make it official.
Right. Will, what is the cost for the totem background that is apparently required?
Each one is specific. Typhon.
Typhon is
It usually says background cost.
Yeah. Well, he's in two different books, and I'll have to check and make sure they agree. He's in the revised Shadow Lord with a background of 5. He's also in Rage Over Russia Although technically he's kind of a worm creature in that one, but
Let's
well,
go with the Shadow Lord one then.
well, if you read it, he actually was playing both sides. He had Garu and BSD packs, and was working with Baba Yaga, but he had Garu packs because he was hedging his bets. He said, "I'll take power from both sides, and whoever wins, I win."
Yeah, pretty much. Makes sense. Fuck you, I'm working around it.
No, what you probably just do is like summon the totem and then like I don't know.
Well, we'll go out to the probably the edge of the cairn. If I'm going to summon the storm dragon, we want to make sure if it's not maybe the best summoning, and he's not thrilled to be here, that we're in the clear.
Let's see. Mystic is what? Wits rituals?
Which Rich, if you want me to summon him, I get all kinds of bonuses on that.
Take it.
Okay, have him somewhere.
I have 7 dice to roll, so it's up to you. The dice goes down to 3 if you summon it for like 4 hours.
Too many tabs.
Summon it for like 12 hours. Go on. No. Let it know you really put time into it. Free
Like, I don't know.
I have 7 die as well, but I have a specialty in Mystic Rites or Mystic Rituals.
Oh,
So-
yeah, if you got a spec, go for it, but if you summon
way,
it for like 4 hours, the diff goes down to 3. As low as it can go. My spec isn't cunning, but that's...
Well, something tells me Koji's not going to want to sit here for 4 hours, nor is Greer. And I'm not going to get Free Pop to sit still for 4 hours.
Free Pop
So,
can. You know,
I suppose this is a big deal when she's involved, so maybe she would, but Koji would probably want to go stab something, or...
What you could do is, Free Pop or you or whoever is doing the rite can start the rite and then check in.
Meet me here in 3 hours when the thunder claps.
Yeah.
You'll know.
Because it's essentially the rite master is the one who's doing all the work. You just are present for the final thing.
Yeah.
So
I guess I could do the summoning, because then you're free to do the totem part. So, alright, well, I'll tell them where to meet me, and then I'll start summoning.
Okay.
And, yeah, apparently he has no objections. I could have done it immediately, and he'd be thrilled to see me.
yeah, no, there's not much to the right of the totem if he's already approved of.
Yeah.
But,
No, it's
I mean,
more
you
a formality.
could do like a quest or something. I don't know.
Well, if you guys are doing that for 3 hours, Koji's gonna go meditate and look for a non-totem patron. Will knows
Which
what.
ironically would fit well with Heart of Tython too. So that will actually complement.
Do you mean the dark passion part?
Well, Koji also has to do some with her bag of BSD balls.
Oh, she wants to turn them into a fetish.
Yeah.
They're like Dragon Balls, but darker.
Fetish balls.
Well, ironically, they probably actually are darker, like in color. It's a worm paint.
Yeah.
Spiral
Fetish
balls.
balls. Spiral fetish balls.
No, I should make them like bombs.
Fetish spiral balls.
They're like those little poppers.
You should make them like bongs.
I don't know about you, but I don't think Koji is going to be putting her mouth on BSD balls anytime soon.
Yeah, well, maybe if she's bored.
BSD high. Just sit around, be like, look, dudes, you've got this worm thing all wrong. You're so confused.
You've obviously led a sheltered life. Here, let me try and waken you to the light.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what Koji's doing for those 4 hours. They're waiting. They're waiting.
Okay. Because yeah, that's a ridiculously long time.
What moon is it, actually? Please tell me it's waxing crescent.
Sure.
Sweet! I get an extra die.
Why not?
It hasn't been my moon forever.
I know. That's why I agreed.
Well, I mean, that kind of happens when you're gone for a month.
Well, you know.
Yeah, damn slacker.
Yeah, he knows.
That didn't help at all.
Well, not my fault, okay? I gave you your damn moon.
I know. I got one.
Give you your moon and you can't do shit with it. Awesome.
Congratulations.
See, you're never getting your moon again.
Totem doesn't like free pop very much. He's just kind of like, what the fuck is with you? What are you doing?
I've heard about you.
I'm gonna roll that one more time after some time's passed.
I'll try and smooth talk him a little bit. Tell him that packs need more than warriors.
Okay.
So we have to sit for another 4 hours.
No, he's still here.
Drop it down. Drop the diff down to 5.
5. Alright, that one's better.
Oh.
Alright, we're good on that one. Free pop got distracted. Started talking to the wrong thing.
Oh, look, a butterfly!
A butterfly.
Yummy.
Well, I have
Perfect meal after a long day.
21 experience points. He requires 5 for background cost.
Okay. You got it.
I assume that's sufficient. I don't know what I have remaining.
That's fine. You did.
I have experience I can put into him too.
No, that's just for a background cause. It's just for the standard.
Oh.
It's weird because technically you guys don't have an alpha yet. Usually
I
the
thought
alpha.
Feldor was the alpha.
Well, that would obviously, now that we're a pack and have a totem, now we can discuss it. We didn't. Kind of hard to have an alpha if you don't have a pack.
You kind of did it a little backwards, but close enough. I mean, Tython doesn't really care. He likes, keeping people on their toes, so he'll do things backwards. Don't matter. He just hopes you guys actually figure one out eventually.
Yeah.
I'll tell the rest of the pack that my intention is I will be alpha unless someone else feels they're a more appropriate fit.
I'm game for you being alpha, but who's gonna be beta?
Well, there's 2 choices: Free Pop or Koji.
Yep, because
That's
Greer
it?
probably
Damn.
doesn't know half of the stuff she
Greer may be accepted as a pack, as a member of the pack, but
I don't
can't
think
take
she
it.
can hold rank.
No, that's the one thing that'd be. That's the only condition.
can't hold it.
So unless Free Pop wants it, Koji's gonna go for beta.
I mean, she's not gonna fight you for it. You're kicking her
Which
ass.
is how we try to claw your eyes out.
Well,
Yeah,
now
but
we have to
Koji
come
might
up with a
like
pack
that.
name.
That's for you guys to figure out. And you guys can do that as a group effort. And we'll just cut this
Goody,
down.
our first pack assignment.
Well, yeah, since you officially made yourself the alpha. But we will cut this down and say, okay, everybody now has their pack bonuses and pack.
What are the pack bonuses again?
I don't remember.
I have
just
them
put
up.
them in the Facebook thingy.
Or just put them in the
they
chat
are
room
in the
because
Facebook group. They're on our group page.
I just gotta find it out of the 7 venue pages I have favorited on my Facebook.
I think that should bump it up because I commented on it.
Yeah, usually.
I got a little notification from you, so.
Alright,
Weird. I didn't. What the fuck, Facebook?
I don't know, my face. Oh no, it's finally on there. What? For some reason, the Minneapolis page did not want to load on my groups for fuck knows why.
Because there's a bunch of shit on it.
Yeah, I don't know. Right now, I can't scroll on Facebook.
What's that?
Right now, I can't scroll on Facebook, so I don't know. My computer's weird.
Your web browser's probably had something.
No, it's just Facebook. Pinterest works just fine.
Someone's been watching too much porn on their computer.
I don't have time for that crap. I don't have time to.
You didn't deny it.
Yeah, and I have to say, you notice she didn't deny it. She just said she doesn't have time.
Nobody got time.
Holy cow, that takes Koji's rage, her temp rage up. Ouch. That's
easy. Well, it puts Fildo at, with his new fetish, at 10 rage.
I don't actually think I can take advantage of the temp bonuses because I don't think I have glory.
What do you mean you don't? Oh,
because you have a different version of it, but it's basically
it's the equivalent.
Yeah. All I gotta do is figure out what the equivalent is, and that's what it would be.
I got a bumper gnosis down 1.
Yeah, everyone loses a permanent gnosis. I lose 2.
And remember, from now on, if you guys don't have anything to sink XP into, I mean, like I said, this is pretty much going to be the last session for, other than some side sessions here and there. But if you guys want to throw XP into something, you can throw it into him. He won't argue. Believe me.
Well, I bought 5.
Has 29 XP to throw into him because what else am I going to buy with it?
I bought the 5 points for totem, but whatever I have remaining out of 21, I'll go to him too.
I mean, honestly, I'm not closing down the game. We're just basically taking kind of a break from it.
Back burner.
Yeah, it's a back burner thing. So, I mean, your characters will still be available when you guys want to. It's just,
I don't know.
3 of us are running the other venue, and 2 of us will be in it. And Josie's welcome to join at any time. So.
I think Josie said she wanted to take a break from online game.
Which I get. But
I will. Does anybody have anything major they want to get done tonight?
Unless we want to go attack the BSG hive where Greer used to live, no. That was the only thing I made.
Get him around then.
By the way, Koji, Mikhail will come to you first.
Okay.
And he says, let me see your sword.
Okay. She'll give him. You'll go, which sword do you want? There's 2 of them.
Give them both to me.
Right? She'll give them both to him.
As you hold them out, he just touches them. You see them glow. I'll get you stats for it later. He tosses you a small bag. There you go. And walks off.
Yeah. She'll open the bag and see what's in it.
You see a small brooch with his symbol.
What does Koji ever have in a small sack?
I mean, she's a little Asian lady. She's not going to have a big sack.
Facts slung over his shoulder.
Oh.
No, this is a small bag, like a little, coin pouch.
Fuck, how do you spell his
A
name?
coin purse full sacks.
Because evidently nobody else has thought to do this yet in Werewolf.
They can
Or in
What?
Vampire.
To do what?
take a god as a.
Okay, so I got the amulet.
Basically follow a god. The amulet of Mikhail.
Yep.
Um,
That's why
With his
Michael's a
titles.
combat character. Otherwise, he's not got the stats to be a combat character if he wasn't following Xanthias. Would not have been a combat character.
His symbol is the Chaos Star, and in the center of the Chaos Star is a coin that constantly is flipping around on both sides. It has a mark through it.
Okay.
Yeah, all I'll have is a picture of a Chaos Star because that I can't exactly
Yeah,
find
that'd
the
be fine.
actual
Yeah,
symbol.
you won't be able to find a.
I've been reading way too much Mage because I immediately went, oh, he's a Euthanatos. He's an ascended Euthanatos.
Yeah.
It all adds up.
Well, that's my character in Hong Kong. My mage is a god.
Well, technically, all mages are gods. They can reshape reality.
Oh, Legend 4. He's Loki.
Oh, Holly, I forgot. To tell you,
Loki
yeah, that
should actually be
delivery does show
Legend 5, but
You what?
up. That delivery will show up. It'll actually be there when you get back. But
Sweet.
you haven't gotten back to the
Yeah,
camp yet.
I have to get back.
Well, I mean, you know,
brisk walk.
well, the NWO does go
Not
out
a
quite a
choice.
ways in all directions. Just to check, they use their helicopters just to make it easier. They have officially declared the area clear enough that the Cairn should have no issue, but they will keep a small force nearby in case something happens. So that way, at least the Cairn has some kind of backup right now. Plus, they have the Moon Bridge to, the Sept, so it shouldn't be an issue. So that way, you guys can go back to the Cairn if you want.
Koji wants to go out and kill some, honestly, but I doubt her
wants to kill
now
things.
rage 8, her now rage 8 self is going to get satisfied.
No, not tonight. My brain is not thinking on that level.
Yeah, she can get the fetishes done in a side session.
Right.
And she need to know the stats for her new stuff.
So I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you guys. If you guys want to hang out on this Cairn, you can still do side sessions, stuff like that. That doesn't change. I mean, we can still do side sessions even when I'm running the other
Well,
game.
there's a moon bridge. We can hop back and forth.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a moon bridge. You can go back and forth anytime. So. But I figure you guys feel more comfortable on the Cairn at times because it's easier to do things and it's a stronger Cairn. So. Gauntlet is like 0.
Yeah, the gauntlet is easy for you guys.
Yeah, you guys sneak, jump into the Umbra. Achoo! Fuck! I keep doing that.
Fildor turns too quick and he's in the Umbra.
Yeah.
Right?
Damn it! I do
Oh,
that
I
every
blinked! How did that happen? All I did was blink.
Oh, I guess I should look up those.
But yeah, I mean, so if nobody has anything else planned, I mean,
There's not much really. I mean, the Karen got destroyed. They fixed it.
yeah. I mean,
They're
and
still
since-
getting other things back in order, but it's more like personal touches.
yeah, small things that
So it's like-
they can do on their own.
What do we
Yeah, but
need
you
to
guys
be
really
here
aren't-
for?
Those really aren't needed. I mean, because like I said, the NWO did scans many, many miles away just to make sure, and they said you're clear. But they also said they'll keep a small detachment around. So.
Okay, so I found Koji sword, images of her swords. Can she name them?
Guess it's up to.
Awesome, because I already found images of each of her swords.
I have to
You should
fly
make
the
ice-
helicopter back.
Well,
If they are phallic, do not accept.
Yeah, that's the only condition. They cannot be phallic.
It's a sword.
All swords are inherently phallic, dude.
Yeah.
Well, besides that,
Beyond.
Of
Tradition.
course, I noticed it's
Where are you gonna
I
draw
noticed it's
the
only
line?
2 people in the hang complaining. Even the lesbian isn't complaining about phallic swords.
I've heard enough about your fascinations lately, Joey. I'm in 3 different venues with you.
Oh, honey, you haven't even heard anything yet.
Now you should worry.
Yeah, now you should worry.
What are you thinking? A
Uh,
trauma session later?
Well,
Yes, I mean,
how late
I'm
is it
having-
there for you guys?
It's 11:30
not
here.
Oh God, I didn't realize it was that late.
10:20 for me, but
It's not that bad.
I was gonna see if
Yeah,
Holly
no.
wanted to get that other werewolf session knocked out of the way.
You guys can do
Oh,
all that.
tonight? No, I have to write.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
have to
figured.
get some of that put out.
But yeah, I mean, so we're done. I'll say you guys can all hop back to the cairn, hang out there, whatever you guys want to do. Again, the main bridge is open,
Let's
so you can go back
see.
and forth.
I'm gonna make sure to put that delivery that's there in a safe spot.
Okay.
That's pretty much the intent there. It's there if it's needed.
Mhm.
And
Phil is going to ask Greer if she wants to visit the cabin. They literally have not socialized except in combat before this.
sure,
And the shooting range, but
right.
You guys are gonna get
Combat related.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
then it's gonna be an early night for all of us. So some of us can get some sleep because I know half of us are like asleep anyways. All right. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. The game will go on, just be smaller sessions and not so often. And that's it. Good night, all.